Hey, this is Joe Gilder from HomeStudioCorner.com. I'm going to record a little vocal here and show you a technique that I think more people should use. I tend to do it a lot when I track vocals, especially rock vocals where I'm singing something really fun, but it can actually work on ballads and things like that as well. So the idea is most people think about adding things like reverb to the vocal. So they think, okay, I'm bringing in a singer or I'm going to sing, and so I want to use a reverb send and give them reverb so they can hear themselves in a space. And I've done it. I've done it too. It's not necessarily wrong. Ooh, hello. But I don't necessarily think it's the best thing, or at least the only option I would bring up. So they'll do something like this: a nice plate reverb, something like that. Turn it down so I can sing and I hear myself in the reverb. Okay, so that's all nice and well and good. And one thing you might want to do, just a quick tip, if you do like to use the reverb like that, give it a high pass filter around 200, and that'll keep it from being quite so muddy. Versus Anyway, that gets to be a little muddy. So that's one thing you can do. But what I'm thinking, let me turn that off, is reverb doesn't do a lot for me when I'm singing. Especially if it's a dense mix, I'm not really going to hear that while I'm singing anyway. But something that gets me really fired up and gets me really engaged is a delay. So I've set up this send with a basic analog delay, eighth note delay with some feedback, okay? Rolled off the highs and the lows, and that sounds like this. Hello? Check. So it's just a straight up mono delay, synced to the tempo of the song at an eighth note. Now you can do this as a slapback delay if you want. You can do quarter notes, eighth notes, depends on the song. Sorry. But it works a lot better. So tell me which of these, if you're a singer or if you're not a singer, imagine which of these a singer would rather hear in their heads. There's three options. The first is just dry. So something like this. That's the wrong bar. I don't have this set up right. Hang on. There we go. So here's option A. 30 years doing this same old thing. Because that's just a dry vocal. That's fine. No big deal. But what if... That's option one. Option two is to give them what you typically give them, which is reverb. "30 years doing this same old thing." Now, I feel like that's better. It gives me some space when I'm singing, but it's still, who's going to use a ballad reverb on a rock song like this, right? Not me. What I'm probably going to use in my mix probably makes sense that I sing through it as well, which is going to be something like an analog delay. Now, what's cool about this is I can listen to it, I can record through it. I don't have to keep it in my mix. I can get rid of it later. I can even add reverb later if I want. But this just gives me a cool vibe that I like to sing through. So here's what that would sound like as a singer. 30 years doing this same old thing, always wondering, hey, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? So then you've got this, every time you do like a guttural sort of, hey, it goes, hey, 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 and things like that. It just creates, to me, when I was tracking the vocals on this, it helped me get a really cool performance. And this was just scratch vocals, but I felt like my performance was really good partially because of the delay that was there. So if you tend to be a reverb-heavy vocal recorder, give delay a shot. It may not work on every song, but it's definitely something you want to have in your arsenal. Okay, that's it for me. I'm Joe from HomeStudioCorner.com. If you like what you see here, come subscribe to the daily email newsletter. It gets even better. You can get that over at HomeStudioCorner.com. Thanks for watching.